Let's just take a moment and admit that even if we're not fans of football, we're fans of the food that come along with it. We're gonna make 3 different things that you could absolutely use for tailgating. If you don't tailgate, maybe you don't even watch football, you can still use these in your house on appetizer night or when you're having people over. You guys know one of our favorite things to do in our house is having appetizer night. I've got this French bread loaf here. Let's open this thing up. We're gonna slice it and we're actually gonna tear out the center. You can use one of the skinnier loaves if you want to. I chose to get one of the bigger loaves just so that we would have plenty. Okay, and then open that up. And we're basically gonna tear out the inside. A little tip though, save the inside. You can actually make breadcrumbs out of that. You can make croutons out of it. French toast casserole, that's really good. We've done that plenty of times. So actually that's gonna be a great one for this. I might actually go ahead and make a French toast casserole Saturday morning. Those are perfect. So we are gonna cut this in half because I am going to make more than one, okay? So we're gonna have more of an adult version and more of a kid version. You can put whatever kind of fillings you want in this. For one of these, we are going to do pepperoni and cheese. This one, I mean, obviously any adult can eat this too, but this one's really for the kids. I think they're gonna love this one. I've got shredded cheese already done. Use whatever kind of cheese you love. You guys know we love the Kerrygold cheese, so that's what we're using. And we always have it shredded, pretty much always at our house. So I'm gonna line both sides with a little bit of cheese, and then we are going to add in pepperoni, and I want to put a good amount in there. So I'm making sure I kind of line the sides and the center. You could also do this with turkey, you could do it with ham, y'all. I mean, the filling possibilities on this are endless. So don't feel like you have to do the filling that I'm doing. Good, okay. Push this together. That's it right there. Okay, that one is ready to go. How simple was that? We're gonna throw this over here on a foil lined baking sheet and start on the next one. I have a green onion. We're gonna go ahead and cut this up. I also have 4 ounces of cream cheese right here. It's been sitting out on the counter, so it's nearing room temperature. And we're going to add in some of these to that cream cheese. I'm cutting the recipe in half a little bit, just because we are only using half of that loaf because the other half is the pepperoni. Okay, skip whichever parts you guys don't like. You guys know I say that all the time. Add ingredients that you love, skip out on ingredients that you don't. Okay, add this to the 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now, we also have plenty of jalapeno. If you've been here for a little bit, you know our garden has a lot of jalapeno. So we're gonna add some jalapeno into that. Take most of the seeds out. If a few gets in there, we're not worried about it because my husband and I actually really love spicy. The other day, I was cutting jalapeno and it went in our dinner. And then, I mean, it was hours later. I had washed dishes. I may have even showered. And I itched my eye with this hand that had been touching the jalapenos. Fire, pure fire in my eyeball. So just know, if you cut jalapenos, it's gonna be on your hands for the rest of your life. So I'm adding in these 2 jalapenos that are cut, mostly de-seeded. I wasn't too worried about it though. I'm gonna add in some cheese to this, about roughly a half cup or so, maybe a little bit more. You guys know, we like the cheese. Now, if you don't already have cooked bacon like I do on a weekly basis in your refrigerator, then you're gonna want to fry up some bacon. So you just take a pound of bacon, however many pieces of bacon you think that you will use, fry those up, and then we are going to cut / crumble these pieces into that mixture. Okay, we're gonna mix all of this together, and just depending on how it looks, I might end up adding a little bit more cream cheese. I mean, the full recipe, if you're doing the whole baguette, does call for 8 ounces, but like I said, I cut that down. I'm gonna mainly focus on just filling this side where I really carved it out. Oh, this is gonna be like the perfect amount. All right, so we have put the lid on, putting both of my baguettes here on this baking sheet. Now we need to make up a buttery garlicness to go on the top. So we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter to this bowl. Add a little bit here of minced garlic, probably a little over a clove, and then just a pinch of salt. I'm gonna just heat this in the microwave just so the butter melts. Okay, now right before we put these in the oven, we're gonna coat this with some of that garlicky butter. It's gonna be so delicious. All right guys, this next one is so easy. I have some shredded chicken here. This is just chicken that I cooked up and shredded it myself. This is probably right around a full chicken breast. I'm also gonna be using some barbecue sauce. Just use whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is. We're gonna add some to the chicken. I'm not measuring, I just want it to be nicely coated, and let's mix that together. I feel like that's probably the perfect amount. You've got barbecue sauce on each. Now I'm gonna set this right over here to the side. I'm gonna take an easy way out. Let me show you what we're doing. Now you can absolutely make your own biscuit bombs. However, whenever I do something like this and we have multiple appetizers, I like to make things as easy as possible so that I don't have a ton of things going on. I will have a link in the description box if you wanna make your own breading for these biscuit bombs. So what we're gonna do is take these biscuits. I am going to roll them out just a little bit. Some cheese in mine. The recipes that I saw don't call for this, but I mean, why wouldn't we? We're gonna take a spoonful of the barbecue chicken mixture and we are going to wrap this together, making sure that we are sealing the seams. Pinch it all together, and then we can just transfer this right here to a foil lined baking sheet. And you just repeat this process over and over until you're done with your mixture. I don't know if I said it, but another great option is instead of barbecue sauce to do like a buffalo chicken. It would be delicious like this. I think I've made buffalo chicken a couple of times here on my channel, so if I have, I will have a recipe for that linked. But that would be a great option. Are you mad that I'm not doing buffalo? He gave me a look like, I wonder if she's also gonna make buffalo or just this. All right, so we are going to brush the tops of the baguettes with this garlicky butter. And then if you need more, you can absolutely make up more for the little puff things. What do we call these? What are we gonna call these? Chicken bites, something like that. You can make up more. I made up enough that I think it's gonna cover all of it. Now for the biscuit bomb, chicken bite, whatever we're gonna call these, another thing you can do is mix some ranch dressing and some Parmesan cheese and sprinkle it on the top, and that's gonna add some really good flavor to that as well. So I am gonna make up a ranch dressing while these are in the oven, but before we do that, let's just take just a little bit of that ranch, and we are going to just very lightly sprinkle the tops of these. My oven is currently preheated to 375 degrees. These are gonna go in the oven for in between 11 and 13 minutes. While these are in the oven, we're gonna make up the last thing and the dip. All right, for this next recipe, I'm making up these dip cups. And I'm starting off by just making up a really quick guacamole. You can obviously just buy guacamole and that's gonna be even faster. But I've got one avocado. I feel like that's all we need tonight. I have another one out and ready just in case. I've made this several times here on my channel, so I'm running through it just very quickly with you guys. So I'm adding a touch of lime juice. It's probably a half teaspoon or so. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin. And that's probably also a quarter to a half teaspoon. We love cumin though. Normally I add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder, but literally last night we ran out. You know what? Let's go ahead and add another avocado. I know my family and I know how much we love it. I maybe could have used a bigger bowl adding in the other avocado. I wanna know in the comments, are you an avocado fan? Are you a guacamole fan? Because I do feel like there are some people that are guacamole fans but not avocado fans, and vice versa. I wanna know in the comments. Now we are going to take a can of refried beans. They're gonna go into this bowl here. Okay, many times for this recipe, I have seen people mix the refried beans with sour cream. I am actually gonna do them separate because I like the look of the layers. I might just add just a touch of sour cream just for the creaminess. Oh, and also if you haven't been here for a while, we use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, so it's a good replacement. To these refried beans, I'm gonna add a packet of taco seasoning. I'm not adding the whole thing. This is around a half packet. I just don't feel like we need the entire packet in here. We're gonna mix this together. You're gonna be serving this to a bunch of people. One thing I would suggest is getting plastic cups. We have these glass cups. We're just gonna use these just for the sake of this video, and it's only 4 of us in our house, so I didn't want to buy a big thing of plastic cups, but you're gonna get the idea. The clear plastic cups are gonna show the layers and it's gonna be really neat looking. So now we just take our cup and we're gonna drop in, this will be easier with a plastic cup, we're gonna drop in some of those refried beans. You want about 2 tablespoons or so. All right, we're gonna add some, in our case, Greek yogurt, but you can add sour cream. And this one you can kind of just tap it out on the counter and it'll spread around. All right, let's add some of our guacamole. I went ahead and just bought our salsa this time. I figured that was easy enough to do that and not have to make it up, but obviously you can make that up. Do a layer of that, get that pretty red in there. I'm gonna add some cheese, whichever kind of cheese you prefer or love, and a few little black olives. Obviously, if you're not a black olive fan, you can skip out on that. And you can also add green onion too, if you wanna cut that, or jalapeno. I mean, you can add whatever you want to these. And then I'm just gonna add just a few little tomatoes on the top. Now to go with the little chicken bomb bite things that we made, we are going to make up this quick dip. All that it requires is either sour cream, Greek yogurt, however you make it. I'm only gonna be making half of the packet of this, and that's it. It's ready to go, super simple. Okay, we've got the chicken bombs. I'm gonna go ahead and slice the baguettes. All right, we have to try this. That's good. It is a little spicy because I didn't de-seed it completely. That one's really good. So the jalapeno cheese bread is absolutely delicious. You guys saw me try that. Delicious. The pepperoni and cheese, perfect for the kids. I think those are gonna be great. All right, we're gonna try these barbecue chicken bombs really quick. Dip it in the ranch. All right, that's really good, but it actually would be really, really good as buffalo chicken too. Or another option would be like taco bombs. Make a ground beef or something out of that. There's so many different things you could fill this with. We have these little cups here. Absolutely, if you're having people over, this is a fun way to serve it in little plastic cups, but I wanna show you your traditional way to serve. You can just make it up in one of these. You're still gonna have all the layers and it's really pretty and fun. This is fun to have little individual plastic cups that people can just take and put on their plate. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you like appetizers, this is something we do regularly here on my channel, Friday night, appetizer night. You can check out this video right here and it's gonna give you more inspiration, more appetizers. All of my family is dancing in front of me right now while I'm trying to film this outro. But I hope that you are having a great week. I have no idea how long it's been on. Bye. Our verse today comes from Ephesians 5:1. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children.